potential strike on the LIRR has been delayed, but it is not off the table.
Union leaders instead formally asked President Trump to step in with an emergency board extending the strike timeline. Nearly every member of the Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen, 99.9%, voted to authorize a walkout. At the center of the standoff, workers seeking a 16% raise over 4 years.
Long Island reporter Carolyn Gusoff live outside Union headquarters in Ronkonkoma with more. Carolyn?
Good evening. Union leaders who I just spoke with said that riders on the nation's largest commuter railroad do have reason to breathe easier tonight. With just 3 days to go until a threatened strike, the unions representing roughly half of Long Island railroad workers took the steps today that will essentially stop the clock. They're asking the White House to intervene.
This action does not mean a strike won't happen, but it does mean that it won't happen now.
A coalition of 5 unions asked for the one step that averts a crippling railroad strike, a presidential emergency board. Calling themselves the adults in the room on the eve of the Ryder Cup, they didn't want the MTA to embarrass the region on the world stage. Transportation reporter Elijah Westbrook was there when the unions announced the strike was averted.
What do you tell riders who are still feeling a bit on edge about the potential outcome of all this playing out?
First thing is, we're sorry. And I shouldn't be sorry for the MTA and New York State's behavior. It's truly unfortunate that New York State wants to use them as pawns.
Union members voted nearly unanimously to authorize a strike, demanding 16% raises over 4 years after no cost of living increases since 2022. The MTA is offering 9.5%, which its other unions have accepted. The head of the Commuter Council, who had urged both parties to go back to the bargaining table, said the MTA's contingency plans were inadequate.
No, a majority of people can't work from home.
I think this is a great win for riders, and the union is doing the right thing, but I also blame the MTA for not negotiating with the union in good faith.
Governor Hochul blamed the impasse on President Trump for ending mediation. Union members accused the governor of politicizing the issue and the MTA of launching a scare campaign.
Governor Hochul, stop the excuses, stop the games, come to the table. Let's get this done.
We don't want to strike at all. These threats to destabilize the local economy because of their greedy asks is deeply disturbing.
The MTA responded to the pause, calling for binding arbitration and called on the, quote, outlier unions to finally show up at the negotiating table. This cynical delay serves no one. Riders stuck in the middle hope there's now time to strike a deal.
The drive would be just 5 hours.
As long as it doesn't increase our fares, right? So obviously they're going to have to come up with the money somehow.
So how much time does this really buy riders? Well, at least until January, and if there's no deal yet, they could have a second emergency presidential board that would extend the strike deadline until May. So we could be seeing this all over again around Memorial Day. Reporting live from Ronkonkoma, Long Island. Back now to you, Christine and Jessica.
Carolyn, thank you so much. And for more on the negotiations and a look at the contingency plan by the MTA, head to our website, cbsnewyork.com.